Welcome to Bizness Incorporated's auto blog posting system with Google Translate. If you know anything about a WordPress blog post, it has two basic components. And I can just we'll jump right to a blog site right here. This highlighted part is the subject, and then the body is this section down here. And you'll notice I'm highlighting a special kind of header and footer, and we'll talk about that later, which makes every site post unique. So you say, what exactly is an auto blogging posting system? Well, if you have more than one blog post or one WordPress blog site and you want to go and make the post to multiple sites, we'll talk about this later, but this exact text here, I first highlighted in blue, is going to be translated by Google Translate. Same here, going to be translated into Google Translate. And if I jump onto this site for the exact same date, here for the same post, here it's translated into Spanish, and here it's translated into French. So how does that happen? Talking to multiple different WordPress sites of yours. It happens through this system, which is the centralized control for your handling of all your WordPress sites. Maybe you just have a few English sites, but the power of it, you start to add some promotions and things like that. You want to shoot out to different sites in different languages that your products apply to, then you might want to have a site such as a Spanish site and then post out to that and let Google Translate automatically translate it for you. So this system here is pretty powerful. First of all, you say, well, how do you control what sites this system talks to what WordPress sites? So when you sign up, you can sign up for a minimum plan of 2 of your blog sites to talk to, a medium plan of 6, or a professional plan of 10. This is a professional 10. This is a live customer site we're showing you now. They've been using this for quite some time, and they're talking to multiple. And as you see, they have 7 WordPress sites. But pay attention to what I'm highlighting here, because they send every day a post to one. That's an English site. They use Google Translate to that Spanish site and that French site right here, which is what I've just showed you. So you can, and we'll jump right into it, but it's not just having an auto blog posting system that you can set up posts in advance. But let's go right to that specific post that we just showed you, and you can see you can set tons of posting in advance so that you can let these go at a certain time, a certain date, and a certain time every day. And then you say, well, okay, where's the power? Well, here's the power of it, because you get to select right here in this button which sites it goes to. So you can send a post out to all 6 or more, 7, you got the 10 of your sites if you want. But you notice a lot of these are English sites, so that would be useless to just put it out to the same site. So let's say we'll take a French site, an English site here, and then the bottom one is a Spanish site. So I'm going to send the same blog post out, but Google Translate is going to translate it into French and into Spanish. So I save that, and we'll talk a little bit about templates. The templates basically says if you're sending out a lot of promotions, half of the promotion has the same text at the top and maybe same picture and stuff like that, and you just have some different changes, then you can just select some base template to fill in 50% of your work, and then you just have to tweak the other 50%. But of course, you can start from scratch and do a complete blog post. So this post is going to be sent to these 3 sites, and then you have categories. As you know anything about WordPress, WordPress has WordPress categories, and this checkbox is checked here because this person signed up and paid for the extra Google Translate plan. We'll talk a little bit later about auto recurring. If you put the last 4 digits in the date and check this auto recurring box down here, yearly, and this checkbox, and this will send out the same post on the same time next year and auto increment this from 2018 to 2019. And you could do that for special things that only happen once a year, Christmas time, or a special one that you wanted to send out. So that here, as you can see, you can move things around easily, and then this little very simple HTML editor, you can go in there and say, okay, I don't want that image, so you can cut that image out and this HTML, and then go back to the actual visual and you see it there, but you say, well, it's pretty powerful, so I want that image back in there again, and you put that in, put your links in, and then you say, when do you want this to go out, at what hour of the day. This goes from 3 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night. There's some maintenance that's been run in the system. The system does a lot of updating in the night, so but that's fine. And this is your time, not any time. You can set up based on wherever you are in the world. It shoots at 4 o'clock your time, and up to there, so you can send out multiple different blogs, as you say, maybe about 18 different blogs a day going to a site, and then it goes multiple sites, shoot up to 10, it's 180 blog posts a day. So just before you send it out, you always want to hit this proof button, and then it will send it to your email so you can read it, especially if you're using Google Translate, because you might want to just say, let's make sure I'm exactly happy with the Google Translate. So you say, how does this Google Translate actually work? So the blog sites, when you sign up, you say, how many sites that you want to, and you basically in the sign up, you would put these in the sign up, your own WordPress blog sites URLs that you already have, and then in this system you would basically say from the drop down what language. Is it French, English? And if we go into one of them here, let's say this one that's already in English site, so if I go in and click on this, then you'll see that it has a drop down here for the base language, and we've got Spanish, French, Dutch, German, and Italian. So right now the system's been tested for French and Spanish, and we feel it's working quite accurately, but we do recommend that you look at Google Translate yourself and see how these other different languages are going to work for you, because Google Translate's getting more and more accurate all the time, and we feel it's getting, over the last 5 years, it's getting much more accurate every single year. So a great tool. We're going to show you a lot more in the next 4 videos. We'll talk a little bit of how making each post unique with headers and footers. Right at the top I talked about a header, and that goes on every blog post. The footer and this line or image can go on every blog post, and that also makes every post unique, because even if you're using it in English and going to multiple blog posts, that would make it unique. But we'll talk a little bit more about different things in our next few videos. So thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for the next part about learning the powerful benefits of centralized control for auto blog posting to your WordPress blog sites. And we would set that up for you as part of the sign up. We would set up a first sample post for you, and then you're on your way to auto post to your WordPress blogs, and we would do the hosting for you here. So please look more at these videos, and we thank you again for your time today. Have a great day.